welcome back to my channel. And yeah, having a little bit of anxiety today. I've already recorded this video once, but I started having an anxiety attack right in the middle of it, and so I was like, yeah, I don't really want to make that public. It is scorching hot here today. It's probably just me. It's probably honestly not that hot, but I'm dying. And then you guys know the drill. I can't wear any makeup when my allergies are really bad because it makes my allergies like 1,000 times worse. Like, washing my face is the only, like, I literally been washing my face like nonstop, and so that's really the only thing that like gives me any kind of relief is washing my face. So I don't wear any makeup. I just constantly am washing my face because I don't know if I like get pollen on my skin or something, but it just goes berserk. So anyways, let's go ahead and get right on into this. You guys know the drill. If you guys are not already subscribed, please subscribe to me. That way you guys get future notifications anytime my videos go public. Currently I am uploading every Monday, but I think I'm going to change that. I think I'm going to start uploading twice a week, but I'm not sure yet. We'll have to see how that goes. And then what else? I feel like I have like other stuff to tell you guys, but I feel like I'm forgetting. So yeah, so hopefully you guys don't mind watching me with no makeup on. If you do, just go ahead and click out because I don't want that negativity in my life. You guys know the drill. I love you all. I'm sending you all my love, support, and understanding. Mwah. So let's go ahead and get right into the video. So today's video is actually a parenting 101. I was actually thinking about making this a series of like 101 whatever. Today is parenting 101. And yeah, I'm a parent. I'm sure most of you guys know that I have a 7-year-old son, and I witnessed two things in the last 24 hours that really just had me scratching my head and thinking like, what the fuck are you doing? So I thought I would get on here and express my help. And so one of the first things I want to do is if you are taking your children out into public, carry a bag with you. And this is like a lot like a diaper bag, but basically what it is for the longest time, I mean, I think sometimes I still have stuff in my purse for Landon, but up until Landon was at least like 3 or 4 years old, I carried around his diaper bag. And in his diaper bag, I would always keep a number of things. So let's go ahead and get right into it. First things first is I would always carry a toothbrush, and that sounds really silly, but I would carry the toothbrushes that come with the little caps that cover the bristles. And if Landon was getting fussy or wanted something to do, I would hand him that toothbrush. First, he would fidget and try to figure out how to get it out of the cap. That kept him entertained. And then once he had it, he would do a number of things with it. He would try to brush his teeth with it. If I caught him trying to like clean something else with it, I clearly wouldn't let him put it back in his mouth. But yeah, it's a great tool to have because hopefully they're going to try to brush their teeth with it, and then that gets them in the habit of brushing their teeth. And so yeah, it's a really great distraction for kids. So I suggest always keeping a toothbrush with a cap for the bristles in your purse or bag. Number 2 is a toy car. So any kind of like Hot Wheels car, I would keep like 3 or 4 of them in my bag, so that Landon would have like a little village to play with. And then other people's kids would get in the car and they would be fussy, and then Landon would have a toy car and they would have a toy car, and everybody got toy cars. So yeah, so that was kind of nice. And then I always suggest keeping snacks. So even if you're going to like a restaurant or something and your kids are screaming and crying, or you're at the store and they're saying that they're hungry, keep a little Ziploc bag of Cheerios or those little puffs that you can find handy, because it's good to play with. You can, if you're at a restaurant and they're at the table and they have those toy cars, you can create like a little road out of the Cheerios, and they have to stay in the road, and it becomes fun, and then they can eat the road, and it's like, I'm the monster. And let the kids play with their imaginations. That's key. That's number 1, especially when they're really young. Let them play with their imagination. Number 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going on number 4. Number 4 is to always keep a pencil handy in your bag. The reason I say to keep a pencil handy is because we want you to, number 5, always keep something to write with in your bag, so the kids can start drawing, or the adults, whatever. But that keeps them entertained for a while, and if you've got something as large as this, you've got plenty of paper. So number 6 would be hand sanitizer, and I'm saying hand sanitizer not for the sake of something for them to play with, but just because kids have nasty, dirty little hands, and you can wipe their hands. And number 7 would be wet ones. And wet ones are really nice because if you're going to play with Cheerios or those little puffs on the table, you can wipe down the table. So I definitely suggest keeping a bag with those 7 things in them. Let's rewind and do that again. We have a toothbrush, a toy car or multiple toy cars, puffs or Cheerios, a pencil, paper, hand sanitizer, and wet ones. And those should be in your bag. So I have my purse now. I just carry my purse around. And if I see Landon's toy in our car, I just pick it up and put it in my purse, and then I always have something with me. Another thing would be that I wanted to touch on is keeping an eye on your children in public places. I don't even know why I have to touch base on this, but this is parenting 101. When you become a parent and they don't give you that manual, it's pretty common knowledge that you're supposed to make sure that this little tiny human being is fed, nourished, loved, all those things, and protected. And some of y'all be failing in that category. You really should not let your kids go to the bathroom in public places alone. And I say this because there's creeps in the world, and I've read articles of people who follow little boys into the public bathrooms when their moms and dads aren't with them, and they assault them. And yeah, and so today I actually witnessed a little boy go into a bathroom at Carl's Jr. and was in there for like 15 minutes. And so finally I sent my husband and I was like, go in there and find out what the hell's going on. Because I'm literally looking at the mother, and she was so preoccupied on her phone that she didn't even realize that her child had gotten up from the table. And so my husband walks into the bathroom, the little boy comes walking out, and I'm like, oh, that's good, okay. But the little boy walks over to his mom, and she literally like double-taked and was like, where were you? Bitch, where the fuck were you? Like, I'm literally sitting there watching her like, like giggle over her phone. Like, pay attention to your babies, okay? Gentlemen, if you have a problem with following your kids into the bathroom, get your priorities together because you are a parent. You're a parent. Let's say that again. Let's all get together and say this again. You're a parent. You're not a friend. You're not, you're not just there to supervise. You're there to parent. You're there to make sure that your children are fed, clothed, safety, and you really should love your children. I mean, I know there are sick people in the world who don't, but you really kind of should. And if you don't, then, you might want to consider the fact that there are people in the world who aren't blessed with children of their own who would love to love your children. So parenting 101 is keep a bag so that your children can be occupied and aren't in public places driving other people crazy with their loud screeching noises. And if you're going to sit there and you're going to argue with your children, especially a young child who wants a lemon per se, and you're going to sit there for 20 minutes and argue with them, and they're going to screech loudly in the middle of IHOP for 20 minutes, and then finally you cave in and you give them the goddamn lemon, you should be smacked, because that is just psychology 101. You don't give in to your kids like that, because that's teaching them that if they yell, scream, cry loud enough, that you will give in to them, and that's teaching them absolutely nothing. I know that you might think it's innocent in the moment, and you're just trying to get them to be quiet, but I guarantee that if you keep a bag with the stuff that I just told you about, you're not going to run into that problem. Don't give in to your kids just because they're yelling and screaming, because, again, you're a parent. Let's say it all together. You're a parent. So make sure that you parent your children. So keep a bag. It's really, really helpful. I promise you it will help you 1,000 times. Watch your babies. Make sure that they are safe and protected. And if I offended anybody in this video, I'm really sorry. This video is not to offend anybody. We all parent in different ways. We all want to raise our children the way that we see fit. And that is perfectly fine. I understand everybody is different. But I also understand that there are some basic do's and don'ts to parenting. And the do's and don'ts, I mean, as time goes on, I was a very young mother, so as time grew on, I was like, oh, I probably shouldn't have done that. But, I did some stupid shit too. Like, I left Landon in a bathtub one time. I turned around to go get a towel and came back around, and thank God he was still standing up. But now that I look back on that, I'm like, oh, that probably wasn't good. Probably shouldn't leave my kid in a bathtub. That's not good. You know, so we all make mistakes. I'm really not trying to offend anybody. I'm just trying to say that I'm here to help. I've been there. My son is 7 years old, and I'm sure I'm not done making mistakes, but as far as when he was little, I've learned from those mistakes, and so I'm here to help. And as you guys know, I'm only sending love, understanding, and support, and I hope that you guys tune into my next video. I think I'm going to do some more 101s. I think next time maybe we'll do like a new parent 101 or something, because Lord knows I needed all the help I could get when I was a new parent. So I love you guys, and I hope that you guys understand where I'm trying to come from, and I hope that you guys know that I'm not trying to come from a negative, nasty place. So I love you all, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!